Neverness to Everness is an upcoming anime world gacha game that people are already calling the anime GTA, that released in China on April 23, 2026. It's the kind of game that people have already started planning their entire savings around it before it even drops. It got a lot of hype online because the graphic looked insane, the world actually felt alive, but now, instead of people talking about the gameplay, the entire conversation flipped into one thing. And that one thing is AI. And somehow, Ironmouse ended up getting pulled right into the middle of it. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's one of the biggest VTubers on the internet, and the kind of streamer where anything she reacts to can instantly go huge. So, let's start from the beginning. The controversy started when players began accusing NTE of using AI-generated content after noticing weird details in trailers and gameplay footage. And one of the best examples for this is the scene that's very similar to Weathering with You. And another showed a strange in-game TV ad that people thought looked kinda AI generated. So, how did Ironmouse get into this mess? Well, as you know, Ironmouse is very strict about AI in sponsorships. So while Ironmouse was streaming and playing the game, chat started bringing up the AI accusations. According to her, her team had actually asked beforehand if the game contained AI.
And they had told my people
It
that there's
literally
no
has scenes
AI in
from
it.
Weathering.
Then, she uninstalled the game, calling it as the fastest uninstall of her life.
They said we do not have AI in anything. There's no AI anywhere. And it's just like, why are you fucking lying, bro?
Why the fuck you lying?
But in the aftermath, the community split into two. Some fully supported Ironmouse, saying if she was told there was no AI involved, her reaction makes complete sense. While the others said accusations weren't fully confirmed yet and people were just jumping too fast. Then people brought up the earlier developer statements from Hota Studio because they reportedly mentioned that AI tools were only used during early experimentation phase, like background and environmental assets, aside from the characters or stories in this game. Because now, people weren't just debating if AI was used. The topic went to what even counts when it comes to using AI.
So I don't really even understand this distinction because really the problem is if you have a problem with generative AI, then I think that you should have a problem with it categorically, right? You shouldn't have a problem with it when it's only, you can only see it, right? That's it. It's a longer story then, exactly. And so AI is used everywhere in tech to write code. Exactly, yeah. And so, and also writing code with AI, is it really that much different from the programmer's perspective between having your code be written by AI versus having an image be created by AI? Well, whenever you're firing the person that's doing it, whether it's the code or the artist, they're still losing their job. I don't think it's a big difference for them, for example. It's the exact same thing.
But at the end of the day, some people think any AI development is still not right. Others think using it for early development is pretty normal, since AI coding is a building block in video games.
Said that almost every major studio is already using generative AI tools behind the scenes, especially Claude from Anthropic. He was replying to a fresh interview with Jack Buser, Google Cloud's global director for games. I think what players don't realize that their favorite games right now were built with AI. These games have already shipped. Buster said that 9 out of 10 developers are using AI. According to Buser, the tools are mostly being used to kill off the boring, repetitive stuff so artists and designers can focus on the important creative work. He gave Capcom as an example, saying they use it to brainstorm thousands of small world details like pebbles or blades of grass. Yes, Ironmouse, so I guess you can never play another video game ever again.
But the big picture here is how AI are used these days. AI can speed things up a lot, especially with ideas, early designs, and cutting down the time it takes to finish a work. It also helps companies save money and work more efficiently. But there's also a downside. Sometimes people like the product loses its human creative touch, especially in creative stuff like art or games. And if companies aren't clear about how they use AI, it can cause backlash or confusion, just like in this case. There's also the worry that it might replace some jobs or reduce the opportunities for real artists and creators. So yeah, AI can be useful, but it really depends on how it's used and how honest the companies are about it. Anyway, This video covers the public discussions and reactions surrounding the NTE AI controversy and Ironmouse response, and this is not intended to attack any individuals, developers, or fans.